Hi students, Dr. Cohen here. I am going to go over how to search for peer-reviewed journal articles using the Discover search bar. So let me start out by sharing my video. And I'm going to, okay. So as you can see, this is the library's main page. And I'm going to search for reducing healthcare costs. So I've just typed that into the search bar and I'm going to search. And probably I'm going to get a lot of results. So let's see what it has to say. So you can see I got over 5 million results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and go to a more advanced search. And in my advanced search, I'm going to do to add a few things. I'm going to put older adults, and you can see there's several different terms that they use. Let's go with this one. So that gives me, so that will limit it only to reducing healthcare costs for older adults. And I'm going to put in United States or America or US. And now I'm going to search again and let's see how many that brings me to. So we started out with over 5 million. Hopefully this will reduce down the number. So now I've got, well, 2,700,000. So it's still a lot. Then I'm going to come over here to the left-hand side and I'm going to limit to only online full text because that will give me ones that I can instantly access as opposed to something I might need to request. And then I'm going to also do some more limiting. So now I'm down to 1,364,000 to scholarly peer-reviewed. Now that gives me only articles that appear in peer-reviewed journals. For the most part, the only exception to that will be sometimes there are articles that are book reviews. Those are not scholarly peer-reviewed, they're book reviews, but for the most part, that'll give us what we want. So now we're down to 600,000, but I'm going to put in some years. I think I'm going to say here within the last 5 years. So now this is only most current research on this subject, and I think that will be helpful. Okay, so that brings us down to 269,000, but still, that's not bad. And then you can see that you can read through the articles. You can go over here on the right to page options and ask for detailed information and apply that. And that will give you the abstracts. It'll include the abstracts so that you can read through the abstract here. That's just kind of a summary of the information. So let's see. I think I might just put quotation marks around this. This means that only articles that use the exact words reducing healthcare costs are going to show up here. So they have to have the exact words when you put quotation marks. Let's see what that does for us. Hopefully it doesn't reduce us down to 0. Okay. Okay. So now, now I've got 873. So I'm still struggling a little bit with this particular topic. So what you can do is you can revise the search terms. So you might talk about just healthcare costs as opposed to reducing healthcare costs. So let's see what that does. Cost. Okay, let's look at this particular article just so that I can show you what to do next. So now I clicked on the title of the article and we get a little bit more detail. So here's the abstract and here's some more information about it. You can request it via interlibrary loan. So that's not a great article to find, but I wanted to show you this along the side here. So these are the tools on the right, and one of them is Cite. And you can see that if you click on Cite, you get APA 7th edition, which is the edition that I use. You can highlight, copy, and then paste it into a document, the bibliography for your so now you've got the APA formatted bibliography reference for the article. And I want to show you one that I'm going to go back to the search results, and let me find one other thing, which is, so here's an article, and I'm going to click on that one. It's not great for our particular for the particular topic that I came up with, but here it is, and here's the article, and you see here you can click PDF. So you're going to click on that, and so now you can actually click on the arrow down and download the article. Now you've got the article. I will tell you, for me, I tend to rename my articles, and what I usually call them is the first author's last name. So in this case, it's R-I-B-O-N-I, and then a little bit of the title, Mindful Age, and then I'll save it. So now, using the Discover search bar, I have found, so I'm just going to stop my sharing. So using the Discover search bar, I am able to find journal articles. I'm able to narrow the search. I'm able to download articles, and I am able to get the APA formatted bibliographic reference that I will use to then put into a reference list. So Discover is great, and I know some people like to use the Google academic search. The problem is that if you find articles through Google, you don't always have access to those articles. You only have access to public access articles, and you can't narrow your search like you can with the Discover bar. So you only look for peer-reviewed articles. You only look for articles that are accessible to you through the library. You don't get to narrow the search to only the last few years. So I feel like the Discover bar is a much more effective tool than using Google, particularly if you're just trying to find peer-reviewed sources. So I hope this little video is helpful to you, and I wish you luck with your papers. Bye now.